So let's calculate the axis of symmetry and the vertex. We do this using negative b over 2a. So it's quite simple. We need to write negative, so the b is negative 12. So I'm going to write negative 12, and then I'm going to put 2 times a. A is always next to x squared. Right here you can see that, 2 times 3. Negative minus, negative and negative 12 will give us 12. 2 times 3 is 6. If we divide, we get 2. That's the x vertex. So then what we do is we come in here. So we have 3 and then x and then negative 12 and then x. But we know now that x is equals 2, so we plug in this in here. So we come and we can solve that. 3 times, this is a step-by-step. You don't need to do that. 2 to the power 2 is 4. So multiplying that, we'll get negative 24. This is 12 minus 24. That gave us negative 12. So that's the vertex, 2 and negative 12. This is important because this is the axis of symmetry, x equals 2. And since a is positive, the function will be upward. And this, the y vertex, is the lowest point. Negative 12 is the lowest point. Then we can say that since the function is going up, the range is any y greater or equals to negative 12. That's why this vertex is so important. So then we go for one more question using this, and then we are going to learn how to find the y-intercept. So let's do this again. Negative b over 2a. Negative b, and just use in black, negative b. So, but b is going to be negative 3. 2 times a is also 2. This gives us 3/4. What we do now is we plug in this into this function. So 2 and then to the power 2 minus 3 times. But we know x is 3 over 4. What happens is we keep the 2. 3 to the power 2 is 9. 4 to the power 2 is 16 minus. Multiply this by this. Keep the bottom. We could cross these two numbers, but I decided to multiply this. So then let's go here. We get 18 over 16 minus 9 over 4. I need to have the same denominator to subtract. So I'll change this into 16. So I'll keep that. I make this 16 when I multiply by 4. I also have to multiply the top by 4. So now I keep the bottom and I subtract. That will be negative 18 over 16. That is going to be negative. Simplifying by 2, that we get 9 over 8. So then the last question will be a quick question, how to find the y-intercept. The y-intercept is C, where the graph crosses the y-axis. So it's pretty simple. We call x equals to 0. So then this is going to be 0. This is going to be 0. We only have C left. C is the y-intercept. That's pretty simple. If we 0 to the power 2, 0 times 3 is 0 minus 9 times 0, 0 plus 2. So C is the y-intercept. Thank you for watching the video.